Hey guys, I'm Tom. I just got second place at the German Nationals 2023 with Kashtira. Yeah, some things first. A lot of people asked me for the deck list. I did choose to play some spicy cards just because I thought that Kashtira just breaks a lot and needs some more consistency. So yeah, be prepared for it. And shoutouts at the beginning always. Shoutouts to my team, Legacy Card Gaming. Shoutouts to all the people who tested with me. Yeah, all my friends, everyone, especially Robert, Eric, Ty, Chris, Demi, Dustin, Eichler, Ayakov. Yeah, the list is endless. Please don't judge me if I forgot you. And yeah, it was a great event. I got second, as I already mentioned. Yeah, X2 and Swiss lost to Rika and Memphis Pride. Happens, but yeah, nothing else that I could have done. So yeah, the deck worked really well for me. Congrats to Car for winning the deck, the German Nationals. And yeah, don't blame Eradicator. It was just like one of a million hand and scenario. So yeah, let's hop into the deck. Yeah, no need to explain those. I'm missing the third one a lot. Triple Fenrir and double Reset. I did think about playing 3 of them because it's really good if you draw it. But I just chose to play 2 to keep it at 40. I spent 1 Scarecrow, and that's actually it for all the Kashtira monsters. I chose to not play Ogre because Ogre just doesn't accomplish a lot, and Preparation just gets even lead and Lightning Storm, so it doesn't add a lot to the deck itself. Yeah, that's why I played them. And then I played Triple Shifter. Yeah, it's quite mandatory, at least the German Nationals, because you play against a lot of rogue decks. And yeah, the most generic cantrip, Ash Blossom, it's just good overall. And then I chose to play double Lava Golem and double Kaiju. They're decent in the mirror, they're decent pretty much in against every deck. And they're actually searchable in this deck, so it's really good. And they just win every game if you draw them pretty much. Even in the mirror, if you draw them going first, you can still use them in the next turn because it's very likely that you're not getting OTK'd. And against Runic Twins, you just never lose, so even in turn 3 or 5 or 7, they're still really good. And I also played 1 Ibli. We figured out this theory in Las Vegas, where Ty, Eichler and I topped, and we came back to this idea because we thought that with only 2 Unicorn and a very diverse format, these will be just very good overall. So we played those. Yeah, I will come back later to this. For the spells, yeah, triple feed spell and a 4th copy, triple theosis and triple birth. Yeah, just mandatory. And for more consistency, 3 prosperities. In my opinion, the best going second in the format right now is Dark Ruler, so I chose to play Dark Ruler and 1 Harpies because it's really good if you draw it, and even with Prosperity it just accomplishes a lot. And then pretty much the spice of the deck, we chose to play triple Small World. Small World can search your entire deck. No matter which monster you open, you can always get to your Kashtira engine somehow. So even if you have a Kaiju, you can get to your Unicorn. If you have an Ash, you can get to your Unicorn. And if you already have engine, you can kinda always get to your Ibli, so you don't lose to Nibiru, Lightning Storm or Ibli. So that's really good. And if you go second, have too much engine or hand traps which didn't accomplish much against your opponent's deck, like Ash against Twins or something like that, you can also use Small World to get into your Lava Golem or Kaiju and break the board with that. And yeah, that was really good. These are pretty much 3 more Unicorn, 3 more everything in your deck, and they just worked out so well for me. Even if you draw multiple shifters or draw a shifter after you had to hand trap or something like that, you just get rid of it and get to your engine, and yeah, it's, for me it was perfect, yeah. And yeah, the last card is 1 Big Bang. You have to play it, there's like no way around it. I tried it, but yeah, it's just way too good. Even if you draw it, some people just cannot play around it, and it's just really good. Manic 40 cards. Yeah, then for the extra deck, only one Eraser. A lot of people thought that that would be really hard hit, but to be honest, you never summon more than one. If you do, you kind of didn't have to, because you can just kill them all the time. So yeah, almost fine. You can also recycle it with Teosa, so it's not that big of a deal. Chishangwi, I wish I played 3 of them, because my main combo was going for both and then ending on a Eraser with 3 materials, because yeah, you used the second one with 3 materials. Yeah, then I played one big eye and dark armed. 2 of both of them would have been great, but I just couldn't fit it because of the Iblis stuff. 1 Dracossack and double Zeus. And I also play Master Blades. I do like this card a lot, and can steal a game against Runic and the mirror match, because it just makes itself untargetable and negates the card which targeted it. So against Flashing Fire and Slumber or Freezing Curses, it's just really good. Also against Fenway and Eraser, you can just use them, and yeah, really good. And then I played 1 Lingo Reaper and 1 Arm Mirrors, you just need them, and Donner. And for the parity targets, I chose to play 1 Goliath and 1 of those guys. I figured that it's really hard to break a twin field, but this accomplishes a lot, and you can banish him from the graveyard and pop a spell trap on the field, so popping Fountain or popping a Floodgate is really, really good. And yeah, 1 Fleur. It won me 1 game. Yeah, it's alright. I just like to play it because I side even more hand trips, so yeah, it came up for me. And then my side deck, tokens with the boys. 1 of Pankotops. It's a good card. It's a really good card, and especially with Small World, because it's level 7 and has 0 defense and is Earth, so you can choose. You can find it with Small World and a lot of monsters, and you can also bridge with it into every other card, so it's really good. And also with Bell, you can search it, or if you draw it, it's really good against Lab or D-Link or other stuff. And 2 more Iblis just for going first, beating Rika or Life Shins or the Mirror Match. Works great for me. If you draw it, you just play Fearless, and that's a big deal. Then Triple Cosmic, German Nationals, being prepared against Rogue's good. Didn't work out for me as good as I thought it would, but yeah, it was fine. And 1 more Lightning Storm just against Backrow and Floodgate decks. Yeah. Then I played Trippier Enter Spell. Yeah. Mirror Match always lets you start, and if you side in those and those, yeah, that you always win, except if they have enemy controller. Really insane card in the Mirror Match, especially if you are getting Iblis, because you can just tribute the Iblis and take your bonus monster and just win from that. It's like no big of a deal, but yeah, Econ is just really insane. Also against Matthew Sprite, you take the Exceed and Zeus him and then play afterwards, so yeah, just really, really good deck. And yeah, that's it for the deck. 40, 15, 15. Yeah, it worked well for me. Shout out to Ka, as I already mentioned. Shout out to everyone who tested with me, and all my friends and my family. And yeah, thank you for watching.